Hey everyone, John Bobrow here, CEO and founder of Move38 and the creator of Blinks. I'm back with another one of our lunchtime live streams. Welcome back everyone. I see our usuals are watching right from the start. Hi Lee, hey Mike, it's good to see you. Took me an extra moment today. It looks like I started a test stream by accident, but I should just get right into it. So today's focus is to talk about the Blinks game packs. And so I'm really excited. Today is all about these. This is preview copies of the new Blinks game packs. And before I can talk about these game packs, which are all genre sorted games, I think it's helpful for us to take a little bit of a trip down memory lane and take a look at the games that have launched for Blinks from 2020. We had nearly 30 games come to the system in 2020, and we've got lots more coming in 2021, but we're starting the year off with, I think, the best way to get into Blinks and to share Blinks with friends and have them get their collections started. So let's see. Definitely let me know in the chat if everything is all good on the technical side of things. I was having a little bit of technical difficulty earlier, but I think the setup should be good right now. So for us to start talking about the Blinks game packs and how we selected what games we're going to go in each one, and how we'd make it easy for people to get more of the games they're interested in playing. I want to start with where the Blinks game system began, and then we'll talk about how we created these new packs. So here we go. I'm going to actually just bring up, so in the beginning of 2021, we shipped the very first two sets of Blinks. This was the Blinks Core and the Expansion. And if you're watching the stream, you might have the Blinks Core and Expansion. When the pandemic hit, we realized the box size is really kind of prohibitive for getting lots of these around the world. And also we thought, we could make some improvements and make them more eco-friendly. And, this is that same two sets. This is the Core and Expansion. And I set up here to be wide angle today. Oh, that's not exactly what I was expecting there. I can fix that real quickly. Let's see. So I'm going to swing this around. Whenever I use my phone for the live stream, I always forget to keep it from going to sleep. All right, so let me just set the setting here. Here we go. This is the thrill of live broadcast right here. It's what we show up for. Okay, this feels promising. All right. Okay, let me try that out. So if I switch back over, cool. So I've got a wide angle view. I figured it'd be nice that I can actually share. So we've got the original big box packaging, and then the Core and Expansion. This was the place where Blinks started, the first 12 games. And as we last year got more than those 12 games, we had nearly 30 games come to the system. We realized, well, maybe these aren't the right 12 to start with, to start getting into Blinks. And so there's a better starting spot. And then also, now we can start to categorize games. We can start to think about which games should you own next. And maybe if you're more into puzzles or more into versus games, let's make that easy for you to get more of those kinds of games. So I'm just going to set these here for a moment. So this is the Core and Expansion. Last year in May, we launched the community set games. Some of my favorite games started coming to the system here. So this is the community set games. And these games another 6 games, and same sort of 6-pack. And then once again, in the fall of last year, we launched 6 more games. The Epic Adventure set. This is actually just an early prototype box. So I'm just going to set that here. So we've got all these games coming to the system. I'm going to set this one aside. So we've got the core expansion community set games. And then we also had summer games come to the system. We had these 3 great games that we published over the summer in limited quantities. And they sold out in under 4 days. And everybody was asking for how do we get those games. And so in the beginning of this year, we introduced the Blinks game system. And so the Blinks game system, it has 9 games in the box. And these 9 games, so I'm just going to put this right in front of here. So these 9 games came from the core expansion, community, and summer games. So these 9 games we chose, and these are the 9. And so these 9 games are awesome to start with because with 9 Blinks in hand, all these games play really well. And a lot of these games are real low barrier of entry to get into. Dark Ball you can pick up in seconds. Group Therapy you can play on your own or with a group of people. Puzzle 101, it's one of, another solitary game. We've got party games in here. We've got Zen Flow for experiences. And like this was just like, okay, this is where you start. This is the right place to start Blinks. And, we were listening to all the feedback going, okay, like let's make sure that your first box experience is games that are all easy to get into. And then you can start to expand your experience with games that maybe require more pieces or more strategy. And so here's the game system games. And when we did that, we've moved away from the core expansion and community to make it easy for you to get games of a certain genre. And so the new game packs, and I'm so excited to introduce these, this beautiful artwork from our designer, Elizabeth. Just like super stunning. They've got, inside of the packages for these are going to be limited edition stickers. It's really, I think a really neat way to get the next games. And so I'm going to start with the very first one. So this is our Ultimate Action Pack. So if you're into games that are fast-paced, dexterity, these games, Mortals, Flick Flop, and Speed Racer, these games are games that are tried and true. And Mortals, I think, here I'll just hold them up. So these are the 3 games in the Ultimate Action Pack. And, Speed Racer, super fast-paced. You can play it with a lot of Blinks and build really long tracks. Or you can challenge friends and race each other. Mortals is a battle for life. And once again, it's a really fast-paced game. We feel like this fits in the action genre because you really got to be on your game. The longest Mortals game takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes. But even being, even having to think for 10 seconds on your move is a lot can happen in Mortals. And then Flick Flop. Flick Flop is just, every time we play, it's just, there's Blinks sliding across the table. It's a futuristic shuffleboard. So Flick Flop, definitely an action game. And so that's our Ultimate Action Pack. So the second one I want to introduce is our Master Strategy games. So this is the Master Strategy Pack. And these games are not going to be fast-paced. They're the exact opposite of the Action Pack. These games are slower. They're more thoughtful. You really, they're a bit more chess-like, I would say. And so the 3 games in this pack, I'm going to knock over stuff. Let's see, I'll do this. So the 3 games in this pack are Fracture, Barry, and Raid. And, as anybody who owns the original Blinks knows, Fracture is best played with 12 or more Blinks. It was in our core set originally because it's just such a good game, but you really need 12 or more Blinks to play Fracture, and so that was one of the reasons why it went right into a game pack, because if you have the game system in a game pack, you're already at 12 Blinks, so Fracture works great. Barry is played with just 6 Blinks, but it's a super strategic game. So you could have competitions of people playing Barry versus each other. I know in my former apartment we would do Catan tournaments and do sort of like a March Madness. So with Barry's a perfect structure where 2 players can be playing at a time, or 4 people can be playing tournament style. And so that's Barry and Fracture. And then Raid, which was part of the community set. This game, it was doing things we'd never seen before. The board computes how much territory you've taken over. Raid plays well with 12 Blinks, and it scales to much larger boards. You're using your Viking horde to take over an island. And so this is the Master Strategist pack. If you're looking for strategy games, the strategy combo, the game system, and the Master Strategist pack is just such a winning combo. All right, so what's the next one? So the next one we've got is our Frenzied Showdown pack. So these games, once again, from the core expansion community set, these games are they're just explosive fun. Like they're party games. And, we wanted you to be able to go, okay, I've got my Blinks, I've got some of these games that are strategy or more Zen Flow meditative. Well, this pack, the artwork shows it, the Frenzied Showdown, it's a party pack. These games are head-to-head battles. And let me see, where are they? Here they are. So the 3 games in this pack. Bomb Brigade. Bomb Brigade can be played with 1 person. You can play versus yourself, but it's honestly best played with friends and family in large scale. My favorite game of Bomb Brigade that we've played was at PAX Unplugged just about, I guess, a year and a half ago. And we played Bomb Brigade with 25 people at the same time, one game of it. And everyone was cheering for each other and rooting for each other. And so Bomb Brigade, it plays with 6 Blinks, but you can, have as many players as you really want. Plays best with, I would say, play it with 4 people or more, 3 or more people. The other games in here, let's see. So I've got Battle Balloons. Battle Balloons is, oh god, this is a really nice sort of a, what's the game? I always think of it, it's kind of like Battleship. So Battle Balloons is a lot like Battleship. You've got some hidden information. Here I've got the special edition one. So this one's a holographic sticker. The reason why I've got the holographic sticker is we do, and you'll see we're doing more of these this year. If you're one of the first people to get the game in the pre-orders, we do a special edition here. So as we're releasing new games, this is the early Battle Balloons. And then the last game in here is Reactor. And Reactor is based on a game that's like a really great card game. A lot of people know it as Egyptian Rat Screw or ERS. But Reactor it's a reaction time game. You can play it with up to 6 people at the same time. Jamie and I like to go head to head on it. And it's how quickly you can recognize a repeat of a pattern or a repeat of a color. And the better you are doing in the game, the further it makes it harder and harder for you to win. So I really like that it balances the player that's behind the player that's behind has a bit of a handicap. They have the ability to catch up. And I think that, yeah, Bomb Brigade, Reactor, Battle Balloons, if you're looking for, party game, something for, I think the game art's pretty descriptive. The Frenzied Showdown pack. So those are 3 of our game packs. And then our 4th, and these are just the first 4. So the 4th is for all the brainiacs out there. This one is the Solo Challenger pack. And the Solo Challenger pack has 3 games that, are just... these games, I feel like you can play them alone, but all of them, once again, they expand to play well with more people too. And so this game set has Honey, Pirates and Lasers, and Dynamo. And so, Battle Balloons in the Showdown pack, that was from our summer game set. In this Solo Challenger pack, once again, Dynamo from our Summer Games pack made it into the Solo Challenger pack. Dynamo's a game that is actually 3 games in 1, and you can play it with as few as 1 blink, or you can play it with as many blinks as you have, and it's a cool game where, in each of these different 3 modes, you have sort of these WarioWare-like challenges to keep your Dynamo powered. Let's see. Honey. Whoa. Didn't expect my camera to drop. There we go. Let's see if I can bring this back. That's pretty good. Not bad. Okay. Let's see. Did I just flip things? Okay, I think we're good. And let's see. So it's a snow day in New York, so I'm doing my live stream from home. You can, we can tell. So, and hey Alfred, awesome to see you on the stream. So let's see. So Honey, I was just about to talk about. Honey is a game that it's another puzzle-like game, and you're figuring out how to automate a hive of bees, and you really have to. You're working towards the most optimum arrangement of them, and so all 3 of these games. I haven't talked about Pirates and Lasers yet. Pirates and Lasers is a really wonderful YouTube review from the Board Game Captain, and Pirates and Lasers can be played as a face-off game as well. But it was originally designed by the Pirates and Lasers game designers to be a game where you challenge yourself to see how far you go on your pirate ship. And this is our Solo Challenger pack. I think these are some of the I think they really I don't know. I think flex different muscles in the brain, which is really cool. I think Dynamo is a timing game, but Pirates and Lasers really deep strategy, and Honey is kind of like building a Sims. It's kind of like SimCity for blinks. Okay, so those are the 4 game packs, and all of them come with 3 games, and you can pair them up together, or you can get them all in the game pack collection. But these 4 game packs, and then the game system, that gets you, let's see, this is 12 games, 9, so it puts you at 21 of the Blinks game system games. And then I mentioned, okay, I'm going to leave that, that actually kind of works right there. So I'll leave that there. So the games that you don't have there are the Epic Adventure, and the Epic Adventure, it's themed all together. This remains as a 6-pack, and these are going to be available. These are going to be available March 1st. They're already live on our website for pre-order. So the Epic Adventure games, of course, if you participated in the Kickstarter this fall, you've got those headed your way if you don't have them already. And these are those epic adventure games. And so we've got the three games in the game pack, the epic adventure, and the game system. And so I think that, let's see, let me just set these out. So we've got the game packs, epic adventure, and the game system. And that's 27 different games there. And Lee, yeah, perfect question. So one of the things that we were hearing as feedback was, okay, you know, the 6 packs of games at $100 each time I want to try out new games is a little bit tough to get into. I want to be able to get into more games a little bit at an easier point. So the new game packs, they retail for $59. And then if you get them in bundles, you can see savings for bundles there. And then our Epic Adventure is $99 on the website. And then our game system retails at $149. So, you know, you're able to get into a game system with really great games, 9 great games out of the gates, and then expand it nicely with all the game packs. This year, we're going to be releasing new game packs so that you can be getting new games regularly and get them easier, rather than having to go in for 6 games that you may not know much about. The game packs have these, whether it be a strategic theme or an action or party theme, they each have something that you can be excited that you're going to get 3 games that offer something totally different. In the case of the Solo Challenger Pack, Dynamo, that actually has more than 3 games in it because Dynamo has multiple games in there. Cool. So let's see. All right, cool. And I see in the comments, awesome. It's really nice to see, you know, people who've been with us. I think one of the things that has been really neat in this process is, as I showed you, you know, we started here last year with the very first Blinks packs, and then now that we've got all these games coming in, we wanted to figure out a structure that would allow us, like any other game system, to release games and release them also at the right price point so that you can be getting in on games. And so I remember when I got my first Nintendo or Nintendo 64, I remember okay, I'm going to get a new game. And, instead of a single game, Blinks, we still feel like getting 3 at once is really exciting because not only are you getting more Blinks in your game system, but it's really neat to have that variety. Let's see. Cool. So I think those are most of the things. I feel like I could answer some questions about the evolution. As I was gathering everything for today, I was like, wow, there's actually, it's been, and I don't have the developer kits here, and also we've got all the neat different sushi roll cases. And so, in the game system, you get 2 sushi roll cases in the box. In the game packs, you can pick up accessory sushi roll cases to store your Blinks. And one thing that I should also point out that I really like here is that the game packs can also be mixed and matched together. So while I think the game system is such a great place to start, and we really, these 9 games really curated to be just a really great starting point. If you know the games on Blinks and you're, somebody who wants to get into Blinks, but maybe the game system games aren't for them, you can mix and match the game packs and start with a different set as well. So, there's no one right way to do it, but we definitely wanted to make it easier. And we're continuing to listen to the feedback. This is really just the start, which is really exciting. Let's see. Cool. I think of that, I wanted to note a couple of updates for all our Kickstarter backers that are watching. Lots of the shipments have gone out. A number of, about half of our shipments, or half of our backers are awaiting the balance of their shipment. And so I wanted to share that while there are lots of winter storms happening, this week we got confirmation that our freight was forwarded successfully from our factory to our warehouses. And so this week they've been receiving the inventory. We also have received some news that our shipping partners are working through a number of other large Kickstarters right now. And so we'll have the shipping tracking information going out once those start shipping. But we're getting the exact dates for when those are going out. They are on track to go out before the end of this month, and so those are shipping very soon. But we're just awaiting confirmation from our shipping partners to get the balance of our orders all out the door. I also want to give a shout out to our Go Big backers from our last Kickstarter campaign. They've been waiting patiently for the games for the balance of their Go Big sets. And I wanted to not only give a shout out to our Go Big backers, but also the Move 38 team. Jarita, one of our newest members of the team, was working in the office this week assembling. We had actually, at the end of the last year, those games were so popular that we oversold the Blink's core set games. They were sold out entirely. And it's a limited edition run, so those core, expansion, and community, those were limited edition runs. And so what we did was we used blanks and hand assembled all the Go Big sets in the office so that we can be shipping those out and completing those orders. And so it took a little bit longer to do that way. It's definitely a good problem to have, but just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been so patient on that. We want to make sure that we're creating those Blink sets with a lot of care, and excited to get them in your hands. So once again, thanks everybody. Thanks to the whole community. We're really excited to be shipping. On March 1st. That's when these go live. So on March 1st, the game system, the 4 game packs that I just talked about, and our Epic Adventure game, new Epic Adventure games, all 6 of these items. The game system you can get right now on the website. The game packs and the Epic Adventure, those are starting to ship in March. So you can go to the website, move38.com, and start picking those out. And we're so excited to be releasing the next game packs. Be on the lookout, sign up for our mailing list. In the middle of March, we're going to be announcing the next game pack, and so we've got lots more games coming. Thanks so much for joining, everyone. It's good to see you, and we'll see you next week at 1 p.m. on Thursday. Alrighty. See you later.